The coach take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the London Bulldogs and the New York Jets. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Set, ready? 10-2 start.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Yo, now.
On first down, Gibson. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Ready, break. Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Delta.
Watch the fly. Watch the fly. Watch the fly.
Stay trimmer.
From the gun, Cameron. This pass complete to Higgins. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Got it.
53 is the mic. Check.
They'll run on first down. Gibson trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
218, chop it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cameron. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to throw. Cameron. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Clayton. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score their opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. Yeah, they'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Here we go. 15 line. Gone, Mike.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. 2nd and 13. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Operating from the gun. Cameron. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Throwing again. Cameron. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hey, orbit.
From the gun, Cameron. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2nd quarter now, and it's London with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a first down. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to throw here. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Go! Thank you, Gator.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again. Cameron. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. To throw on 3rd down. Cameron. And got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Cameron. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. On 1st down, Gibson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
On 2nd down now, Irvin. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, Cameron. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. From 8 yards out. And the Jets will extend their lead. A try here for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On second down, Pollard. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's taken on the 25. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Throw left side complete. It's Clayton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Hey, exit.
To throw on second down, Cameron. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets will extend their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Here we go. Ted Lobo. Leo.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Run for Pollard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Pollard going to try the right side. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. Cuts back right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Extra point right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. In trouble, and he's taken down. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They'll run on 1st down. Pollard. 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Bulldogs.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. He'll look to throw. eluding the pressure right. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Hey, wahoo!
2nd and 9 now. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. As his guys are back within a single score. And that score there makes this a much more manageable deficit.
Agreed, because before that touchdown, this looked like this was about over. Instead, they've got hope. They're back in the game. They feel better about themselves, and now they have a chance to make some more plays.
This will be taken very short. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here. 1st and 10. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Back to throw. Cameron. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That is caught at the 7. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 25 yards that time. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. And oh, it's blocked. Look at the big man rumble. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. They'll run with Pollard. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
some of the most unselfish players on any football team? Defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Back to throw. Steps away to his left. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Back to throw now on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Cameron under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles, and they've changed plays when they see certain sets? A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure, and boy, did it pay off in this case.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah.
That's caught inside the 20. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. As they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timelouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Cameron. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Clayton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here. His throw caught. And about the 5. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. It's going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Now here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. 23 yards on the play. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Pollard, and an alley to run. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it? I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure it's enough time to continue to do that.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. A really nice knockdown. He gets so much pressure in these situations on defensive backs. What are they taught?
Play the ball, not the man. Because if you have a pass interference penalty in this spot, boy, oh boy, you put your team in a bad place.
58, come on. 58, come on.
Pilot, 64.
Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a jet touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well and end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Ready, set.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 29. Well, he's going to go down. His time has now run out on this game.
I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer.